this must be the devil. I said, get behind me, Satan. That didn't work at all. So the summer I turned 18, I was still living with my mother. So I wasn't grown yet, but I was an adult. I knew I was an adult. I felt like an adult. I wanted to go do some adult stuff. So I called my boy David. I said, hey, David, let's go down to the adult bookstore and purchase some adult films. All right, if you've never been to a place to sell booty movies, they like IKEA. They always on the edge of town, way far away from everything. It's nothing but like tumbleweeds and saloons and outlaws. It's the Wild Wild West out there. So me and David got on the bus late, like 6, 7 o'clock at night. Got on the bus, rode out to the outskirts of town, and we found a place that sells skin flicks, and we went in there, and we was in there for a long time trying to come up with a decision, because when you only have $19 to spend on debauchery and smut, you got to make the right decision. You got to make them $19 count. So it took a minute. And me and David left the place. We left the establishment with our selections and our shame, because the buses have stopped running now. The only way to get home is to walk. So we're walking down this major street, and there's nowhere to turn on the street or anything. And out of nowhere, this homeless man rides up on a bicycle and starts preaching at us. God knows everything. He knows where you're going, what you're doing, who you with. Be mindful of the things that you do in the eyes of God. Yeah, the devil gonna find you. Be blessed and go with God. And then he rode off into the sunset. He didn't go across the 4 other lanes in traffic. He just disappeared. The homeless bike man disappeared. David was like, was that an angel? I said, I don't know if that was an angel, David. Why would God send us a homeless man on a bike as an angel? He couldn't give his angel a home, a house, a car, anything? Just a homeless man on a bicycle with some flip-flops? That's what it was? I really believe that homeless man was an angel, because he really came out of nowhere from behind us, preached to us about God while riding a bicycle, and then disappeared behind the Honda Civic. Like, that must have been Gabriel, for sure. That was Gabriel. Me and David is spooked out, and we still walking. It's getting late. We've been walking for hours now. It's 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. It's real late, it's real dark, and we walking past a park. And I don't know what it is about parks. Parks are the scariest place on earth in the middle of the night when you ain't supposed to be in a park. But we're walking past, and the park got these huge trees in it. It's got all these trees, and it's just shadows and darkness and tree trunks. And then out of the shadows and darkness and tree trunks emerged the 2 creepiest people I've ever seen in my life. It was 2 white people. It was a man and a woman. They was wearing matching outfits. They had on purple striped shirts, blue jeans, black tennis shoes, and they was carrying donuts, but they wasn't carrying them low like a normal human being. They was carrying them up high like a presentation, like a whole box of donuts, but like at neck level, like, here you go. And then the other thing was, they were smiling, but they were smiling real creepy, not like a natural, normal smile. They came out the woods smiling just, and they was talking to us. Come with us. Come. You know who they remind me of? They remind me of them 2 little girls from the shop. They was like, come play with us. Kenny, they knew my name. They was like, Kenny, come with us. Come to our meeting. I said, where's the meeting? They pointed at the forest. I said, y'all meeting in the woods? Hell no. But I had remembered that the homeless angel had told me that the devil would find us. This must be the devil. I said, get behind me, Satan. That didn't work at all. So we took off running. We run down the street. We burned for like 2 blocks, duck off into a side street, hide behind a dumpster. David got asthma. I'm like, David, shut up. Shut up. They're going to find us. David, what the hell is wrong with you? You want to get caught by demons, David? We already committed a deadly sin, and now the devil has sent demons after us. You want to go to hell? That's what you want? That's why you... Shut up, breathing. Hold your breath. Hold your breath, David. He wouldn't hold his breath. See the 2 demon people was hunting us. They still had the donuts up high. They knew they could tempt, because David big too. We was both big. We was both real big. They tried to tempt us with donuts, but you ain't gonna get me with a glazed donut. It's gonna take more than that to send me to hell. Forget that. We look out the alley, and the 2 demon people was walking past, still carrying the donuts up high. Terrifying, terrifying. So we get out, go the other way. Finally made it to the house. David breathing hard and all. The whole 9. But we made it home. And I wish that I could tell you that, hey, we learned our lesson. We repented. We went up to altar call and sought the face of the Lord and confessed our sins and found Jesus and all that good stuff and never did it again. No. We was back 2 days later. We just caught the bus much earlier.